Hi there, guys. I think I'm live. I'm just going to kill volumes to make sure that you guys can hear me. I'm going to pop in the chat to make sure that everything is okay. So let me know if you can see me. I'm just going to check my phone to make sure that I am live because, you know, looks like it, but I'm live. I can see it on my laptop. So perfect. Hello, everyone. And like I said, I'm going to give a few minutes until you catch up and you guys can see me, and then we're going to get started. Okay, so let me just put my phone on the side here, just making sure that everything's working. So I'm sure we'll have Altenew. I don't know if it's gonna be probably Angel or I don't know who's gonna come help us, but give me 1 second. We are just trying to make sure the phone everything's working. So we are fine. So how are you guys? Hello, how are you? So I see people coming in. I'm a few minutes early, and that's because I just want to make sure that it was working. I see there's quite a bit of updates in the software that we use. So I want to make sure after some technical issues in the past, I just want to make sure that everything is working. So hello, everyone. In case you guys don't know who I am, which is a possibility, my name is Natalie. I'm part of the design team for Altenew, and I'm going to be your host for the next hour or so, hopefully, no more than an hour. And I'm going to give you some ideas on how to use the new Festive Autumn Die Bundle. I know it's like sold out, but you can buy the separate pieces, but it's a great one. And I'm going to use quite a bit of die cutting. I've done some work ahead of time, so don't think we're going to do all from scratch. So welcome, everyone. I'm in Toronto, Canada. Let me know where you're watching from. That means that it's Thanksgiving for us today here. So happy Thanksgiving. I knew that my daughter was going to be working, and we had our celebration in the past 2 days in the weekend. So I knew I had the day off, and that's what I agreed to say, okay, to come live today. So happy Canadian Thanksgiving. That's the best way to put it. So very grateful that you guys are here today, to join me for an hour, and we're going to have fun. We're going to talk about all things fall because it is the fall here in the Northern Hemisphere and the temperatures are cooling off. You know what? Actually, we were listening to the news in the morning saying that it has been quite warm for October up here. And that means that the leaves are not turning yellow and red and all the fun colors as it should by now. Usually by this time, everything is like nice and vibrant yellow and oranges and reds and all those colors. I have a lot of green, like if you see through the balcony of my door. So there's something about about the weather and too much sun, something like that. There's like I didn't pay that much attention, but apparently it is not going to be as full like fall splendor as in other years. So because of that, I thought, oh, let me bring some of fall into my pages, which is I've been working on it. It's like I said, it's Thanksgiving here today in Canada. So what I'm working on today is going to be my gratitude journal. I've do that through my entire October. That means that every picture that I take and document, I take at least one or two or three, if not more pictures, you know, every day. I usually try to take them with intention of something that I'm grateful for or something that happened in my family that I want to remember. It's the little things, it's the little things. So, like I said, the set that I'm using is the Festive Autumn Dye Bundle, and there's three pieces that are part of it. It is sold out. You can notify in the shop to use it to get notified when it comes back, but you can buy the pieces separate too. So I'm gonna flip my camera and you're gonna see that it takes one button. Well, and then we are gonna get started. So let me just get to the other camera. There we go. I think you guys make sure that you guys let me know that it's you can see it properly. It's not a mirror image. If you can you can read the titles properly, then I know I'm good. If not, I just have to switch a command. So if any of you guys are there, let me know, and I'll be happy to to help you with that. So I'm gonna put the because I don't know who's gonna be out to you today, but I'm gonna put the link to what I'm using here. In case you're wondering, this is the bundle. Like I said, you can buy the pieces separate too. Okay, so I'm good. So I'm gonna get up and we're gonna get started. So like I said, this is the bundle. This is the Autumn Festival Autumn Festival bundle. Festive Autumn. My God, you see what it's called I want to tell you the story. It's Okay, I'm good. So it's been like, Thanksgiving. It's today. We had my husband's family on Saturday. We went to my sister's yesterday. That's my side of the family. And today we're just chilling in the house. But leading up to that, I had a terrible cold, like terrible cold. So it wasn't too pretty to like, come to that day. And in a way, I had to check off for like a few days. It was really bad. So so I'm good now. Still have a little bit of stuffy nose and but at least I am not popping Tylenol like Tic Tacs, which is what I was doing literally to get up. So remember to share this, like feed or comment. At the end, there'll be like somebody who's gonna pick a winner for a gift certificate to the shop. Like I said, I don't know who's being Altenew today, so they'll be here in a little bit. If not, just bear with me. We'll chat. Remember that I'm trying to talk to you through a camera, so I have like I can't see the comments that great, but I'm gonna try my best to read them as I go along. So, like I said, this is the Festive Autumn Die Bundle, and it's 3 dies that come in one. That's the Zero Waste Autumn Leaves, which is one that I love. The Pretty Pumpkins Layer and Die. Sissy creates these beautiful pumpkins. And also the Branch Frame Die Set. And this one here is one that I got requested because I thought that'd be a great idea. I had the idea for this in my mind, and I talked to Tasneem in one of our meetings, and I said, you know what? I think this is something that it can go through all the seasons, especially for fall. And she made it happen, and I am so glad because I love it. So we're gonna set this aside. I've pre-cut a lot of this because it took a lot of die cutting. So be prepared to see a lot of pre-made things, and it's like we're gonna glue together, we're gonna put everything together, but I had to pre-cut because it's quite a bit. And I don't know if I like I'm sure quite a few of you do this, and it's like whenever you're die cutting something, like for example in this case, let's start with this part here. When you are creating your, let's say, your frames or you die cut it, I die cut a whole bunch of them. And like I die cut a lot. I'm going to show you what I did. And I forgot to bring the album. So give me 1 second. See, I should have been prepared, but sorry, I forgot. And I was thinking about it, but then like I said, so this is from last year. I had a few entries that I had to finish. So I used it to create this. So a large frame for my page and the pumpkins. So I think that it is a great idea for a card. It is great to create your background. And the beauty is that it comes in like different designs. You can either cut it like already comes with like an oval design that you can like layer 2 pieces together, 2, 3, whatever you want to layer, which is this one's here. Or you can create like separate pieces, which I did. I'm going to show you which cardstocks I use. I have everything handy here. And then like piece it together. And I'm gonna like I created something separately, but for example, to create this frame, again, let me go back to the page, magical page over here. To create this, I literally drew with a pencil. I don't know if you can see it, a rectangle, and I just started layering pieces on top of it. I just make sure that one went up, one went down, like so, like kind of like this, crisscross them all the way. So I just drew with a pencil the rectangle, and I was able to like just follow in it, just put enough of the branches to create my frame. My Lenso journal are going to be here enough. I have all the color that from the skeleton, the sugar skull, I have them here. So I thought it was a great idea to document that. My Lenso journal go after it. You guys don't get to see the magical part. So there you go. So this is last year. I'm working already on this year's. And like I said, let's start with the branch frame. So I've cut all the separate pieces out of Sicilian amber. Let me just move stuff because I have them all here. You're gonna see it. More cardstock here. And then I also used this one is milk chocolate. I wanted like rich tones of like, all those. Does it bend to make? No, you can actually put it together. I'm going to show you. Well, I did it 2 different ways. I'm going to talk to you one way, but wait, I'm going to show you. You actually have to piece it together. That's the beauty of it. You piece you put it together. And the other cardstock that I use is mocha. So I use these three colors, Sicilian amber, milk chocolate, and mocha to create my branches. Okay, so you're gonna see, like I said, I did a lot of die cutting ahead of time. So you can create either like a little, let me bring back my die. Let me pull it out here. So you can have these two, and that's gonna create an oval. If you want to create a circle out of it, which I've done, because I'm gonna use circles actually for this, I'm gonna show you two ways. So just bear with me for 1 second, and I'm gonna show you. You don't bend it, you can build it with the separate branches, which is what we're going to do, okay? Hello, everyone. I'm just trying to speak. I don't know who's going to be Altenew today. I know that somebody was scheduled to be, but we'll wait. Just be patient. Like I said, I'm trying my best to answer the questions. I'm going to try my best to answer your questions. Honestly, I'm trying to read comments while I'm working. Okay? So I'm going to put this away. 3 colors. I have all the die cuts. Put it away. And here's what I've done. Okay? So I've created 3 little, I'm going to create 3 little circles. 3 circle frames. Okay, so I've done 2 ahead of time, like I said. A little die cutting, some prepping today, and we're gonna work on the third one. So to create this, let me just bring down what I have. I'm gonna create a 1-page layout for my album. And of course, this year's, that was on the blog last week, sorry, 2 weeks ago. This is gonna come on the blog next week. So you're not gonna see it, and this is what we're gonna work on. I love this set. So I have, my idea is to have 6 sag of frames in here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna have, I want to have my 3 frames like here. Like little nests. I thought like, it'd be a good idea. I know one of them, I want to put my little picture kind of like this. And I think I want to put it at the bottom on my frame. Sort of like this. Okay, so that's what I think is gonna go on the bottom piece. And I could have made it smaller, so I'm gonna have to be smarter on how I put it because I want to make sure that it kind of goes inside of it. So that's why I left this one to the end. So the way that I created this, I went 2 different ways. This one here is just by gluing little pieces one back to back. Okay. For this one here, and I actually cut 2 of the, like one of these, one of each one of these ones, and I literally glue the one part, cut the excess because it creates an oval, and then I cut the second part, I glue it on top, so it kind of creates the circle. And I did that with 3 different ones, like the 3 different colors. I did the same, so that creates my little frames. But I'm going to show you how you can do it with one single one. So let me just get my sticky marker to make it a little bit easier to work with this. Nothing is going to move, which is what we need right now. They do like little nests, and that, like, when I was talking to Tasneem a while back, it's probably a couple months ago, she had the idea, and I had the idea, and then we just had like a conversation after the fact, and like, we iron details, and I said, like, I think it will be a great, you see me peeling down my mat, it'd be a great like fall because you think of branches, but imagine like you can put like snowflakes, you can put flowers, you can put birds in it, you can do a lot of things. So it is something that it's multiple use, is not just fall. So, and I said, because she said, oh, I think an idea of an oval. I said, what if we like, we just had branches, which is like what I have cut here. And you just like, we create a template that you can just glue around it to create your pattern. And she said, well, that's a good idea. And I was like, okay. So, and then she goes, okay, I'm going to work on it, Natalie. And then, lo and behold, it came to fruition. So all I did is like, literally, I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing. Some pieces of it are going to get cut, and that's okay. So I'm going to, and I'm okay if some of it is like kind of sticking out. And some of it is going to be like, I'm not going to get you closer, guys. Okay, so that's the closest that I can get you. Okay, so I am going to just kind of like put one single color down. So you're going to see one is going to go like think of it as the beginning of your branch to the tip of your branch. I am going to go like from the start of your branch to the tip one way, and then I'm going to rotate it a different way. And because the branches are a little bit on they have a bit of a curvature, so they kind of help you create like the roundness of your frame. Hope that makes sense in a way. Okay, so, and they're different designs. They don't all look the same. But I thought pretty much how I created my stuff. So this is probably what gonna take us the longest time to do. Okay, so I'm just trying to cover it, and it's not going to be a perfect circle, but I think that and why I went with vellum circles is because I thought that when I put them on the paper, they will be transparent enough to look like as if I work them into the page. So it's just an easier way to work your design outside of the page before you commit it onto your card or your memory keeping layer, whichever way you're working on. So you see how I'm going, like I said, one is going tip to branch to tip, and the other one's gonna go the opposite way, and that just helps to create the curvature. And some of them are gonna be sticking outside of the circle. I'm okay with that. And if that bugs me, like this one is a lot, I'm just gonna flip it. I just want to create that circle. It will make a loveliness for your Easter projects. I'm just reading the comments right now. So I have my first layer. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little dot of glue, and you're gonna see that I'm just gonna add little dots. So I'm gonna use my really super fine tip for this. That's why having the mat also helps. And when I created this, I actually didn't use the mat. I'm gonna tell you that I cheated a bit. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I actually use saran wrap to keep it together. You know, the one that's sticky. It just helped. But like I said, I had more time and I was outside of the camera. So I'm just gonna go ahead and a little bit of glue. Just a little bit. You don't want to add much because when you are adding the rest of the branches, you want to be able to lift them up to kind of intertwine some of your branches. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna use just little dots of glue as I work along. Yes, let's just keep going. And I do want some of those edges, whether it's the start of the branch or the tip, to show outside of the vellum, because that's just going to help you create kind of that nesty and that rough idea of the branches. Let's see, I want to put this one the opposite way. Let me go. This one. Like I said, this is the part that's going to take us longer. So I hope you guys are doing okay. Press and seal. There you go. Thank you for putting the name because I couldn't remember. But I have it. I don't use it as often as probably I should. But I found that it was so much easier to lay it down and then just put the pieces together, then put the press and seal and move it onto my vellum. But again, like I said, I had the time to do it right now, and that's what I did probably 2 ahead of time. So that you don't guys see me struggle with all of this while we do the live session. So I'm sure some of you guys are enjoying the fact that I'm doing it live. It does take some time, but I said it's imagine it's gonna be a one of a kind unless you use the pattern the one that already comes pre-made. Whatever design you choose is gonna be a one of a kind, which is I think most of us will those type of things. It's just nobody else is gonna have that card or that layout, just me. So I don't know. I like that. So here we go. So we have our first layer. Put it together. I'm going to kind of tuck this little corner here just to make sure it doesn't move a bit. Okay, here we go. And now we're going to go with a different color. So I am going to go, this is the Sicilian Amber. And I'm going to try to put it so that they don't go on the same, you see where here, let's say the start of a branch and the other one start. I want to have kind of my tip land on there. Okay, so we're going to go again. I'm going to get some of my glue here. Put it here, and then I'm literally kind of lift up some of this. Let's just lay it on there. Right there. So hold it in place there. I'm going to continue with the same color. Again, trying to go here like this. I'm just trying to follow the circle. So that's the main thing, to keep like kind of give the idea of or the semblance of a shape. Just try to follow the draw yourself a pattern, or in this case, I'm using a piece of vellum. Okay. So here we go. Let me add a little bit of glue here. And it's gonna be very finicky. So just like I said, longest time to build is gonna be on this. After that, it's gonna be easier. Okay. So here we go. Let's put it this way. Let's see, it fits better over here. So a little bit of glue here. You see, I'm just trying to follow the circle so it doesn't look like, I don't want to lose that shape. That's the best way to explain it. So go here like this. Perfect. That's one. I was gonna say flour. It's not flour, it's some glue. My mind is thinking about dinner right now. So here we go. Let's go keep working on this. So tell me, how's the weather around your place? Because I know, like, for some of our like American friends, they've been going like, they live in areas where like, tornadoes and all the stuff hit. I am so sorry for you guys. My heart goes out to you. I hope you guys are safe and you guys are like, you have your electricity, and and if you are, you know, in an area, like I said, my heart goes out to you, because I know that water is a dangerous element, and and it's the damage is extensive. So, I hope if you made it out of this, be thankful. And if you like, you were in the path of the destruction that it created, like, please let me know how can I help you. That's the best way. Let me know. Just text me, find me in a way, and tell me how I can help you, and I would love to help you. And see here, I'm gonna lift this one. I'm gonna put this one underneath. Okay, so I have my 2 layers. I'm gonna bring a little bit of the espresso into this one too. I know the cleanup is gonna take a long time. So now with this one, I want to fill those spaces that you see here. For example, here, I want to fill that space. Let's take a little bit of glue. And are you going to need like a fine tip glue for this? I tried to do it with double-sided adhesive paper, but I find that because I don't want my branches to be completely glued in some places, it was a little bit finicky and harder. So I find that working like, one by one, little by little, with a little bit of glue, it works better. So you're gonna need a fine tip glue for that. That's the only thing. I like this here. Let's see the opposite way better. Much better. So I'm gonna move it a bit. There we go. You need patience for this. So just add some pressure. Okay, let's see another one. I think I want it right here. And make sure you check it out. Like I said, I think this, like the bundle as itself, is sold out, but if you can check the separate pieces. I know they're available. Or if not, just sign up for notification for when they're back in stock, because it is one that you want to have. This is a beautiful, beautiful set. And very useful. There's so many things that you can do with it. It goes through like, not just fall, like I said, it goes through a lot of seasons. So think of it as like, one that you want to have in your stash to use into a lot of things. So here we go. We're getting there. We are getting there. Okay. So I'm having patience with this, pressing, making sure it's stuck before I move on to the next one. And I think that's going to be the last one. And I want to go, there's a lot going on here, so I'm going to kind of move it up there. Add some glue down here. I'm going to put it there. Okay, here we go. Where I put the little. If you guys know where I can find this like super thin, like pins for the glue bottles, let me know. You put it in a comment there, because you're going to see mine is really like folded. And this is like the second or third one that I had to buy bottles for through the company, but I'm sure there's a way that I can only buy the pin. So if you guys know, be a friend and let me know. So here we go. Peel it carefully. And I have my little nest or crown, or in my case, a wreath. I'm gonna put this aside. Let me clean up. Okay, so I have my 3 wreaths. Okay. one, and I want to create kind of a zigzag. Okay, so this one that I just created, because I have the, the edges loose, I want it like that because I want to put my picture in it. Okay, sorry guys, I'm gonna sneeze. Like I said, a week of like, a little bit of illness can make that. Um, Butterscotch haystack. I wouldn't know. I'm sorry about that. I wouldn't know what that is, but please tell. I'm listening. I want to know what it is. Now you spark my curiosity. Is it like candy? Is it like the ones that you put like around and then like when you use for Christmas or any season, when you dip them in chocolate, like those what do you call them? Those noodles, like chow mein noodles that come fried, and then you create like a little bundle, and then you put like a butter, like a caramel in the center, like that kind of cookie you're talking about with the butterscotch haystack. Is like, that's what I'm guessing. So this is what I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna put my picture down here. One is gonna be for my Lancer journal, and the other one, no, it doesn't. And the other one's gonna be for my title. No, I'm sure there is a sewing pin, but it has to be a super thin one. My mother actually kind of a seamstress, so I have a lot of them. I've tried. Ones are too short, or one is like they're too thick. So I think it's like, you know. Oh, okay. So there you go. There you go, Tracy. Thank you. So I like my picture here. I'm gonna push it a little bit. I wish I can like, lift it a little bit more. So I'm gonna just. I'm glad I didn't glue it like that well. And that's fresh. I'm gonna like lightly pull this one out. You're gonna see why. Put my picture like right here. Okay. And I'm gonna get this one that I just pulled, and I'm just gonna put it on top of it. So it kind of hooks the picture in place. So we're gonna glue this and I press there. For now, we're gonna leave it like that. But I liked it. Okay. This is from one of the live sessions that I did a couple weeks ago. Like I said, I take a lot of pictures, guys. So I saved them. So I like this. So that's pretty much what it's going to look like. So you see, I have my base now. So we're going to glue it in place because this is not going to change. So I went looking for glue because I know I get a lot of questions on how you glue vellum. I use a lot of vellum for my projects. I like to use just runner tape runner or anything. Just gonna make sure that I add my tape to where you're not gonna see it. So like for example, here behind the branches, it is gonna disappear with the branches. So I'm okay with that. And we're gonna put things on top, so not a lot of it is going to show. I know that this the question. I do add liquid glue, but I already have liquid glue going on the branches. If I add more, even though this vellum that I'm using is super thick, it will tend to curl a little bit. So I prefer to use, we're gonna see, once I put it down, it disappears. Let me just set it, because I wanna make sure the branches are inside the paint. Some of them can be outside, I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're gonna go with the other one. You're safe, yeah, I'm glad you're safe. I know. Like I said, if you need anything that I can help you with, not leave me a comment, just send me a DM and I'll, try my best to help you. Even though, remember, I'm in Canada. The other one, and I want to create, like I said, like a little zigzag. Think of it. And it's not you can say a triangle. I don't want it to be super symmetrical. Like, it's not symmetrical, but you know what I mean. And this one, I do want to push it a bit more to the inside. So you're going to see it's not really like, it's a little bit skewed. So let's go with this. I'm going to do something here. We're going to lightly lift it up to hold my picture in place. There. Not hucking it like, completely because I might want to move some stuff around still. So just a little bit of glue for now. And here, because I have the picture is going to hide a lot of this, I'm just going to go ahead, add my glue and to the vellum. So let's see. It's okay if the branches touch. I'm okay with that. It's not, I'm going to move it a little bit more towards the center. There you go. See? So you're going to see. Yeah. Because I moved this one here, I'm actually add another one here. Just because I want to kind of create, I don't want to lose the circular motion, like the circular look of the wreath. So I might be able to like, add a few more pieces. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I'm so glad that you get like, that you're safe and sound. And, like I said, my heart goes out to you because I know a lot of people that, it is unfortunate. Weather is so unpredictable and so devastating. You know. Okay, let me just keep going. I'm gonna adjust one more just to help me, like, not lose that curvature of the wreath at the bottom right corner here, and kind of tie it to what you see in the background. And I think that should be enough. Yeah, at least you can have that semblance of a wreath down there. So where we go. Okay. So we have our base ready, and we've used one of the bundle pieces. Okay. So now we're gonna clean this. We're gonna move it to the side because we don't need it. Now the other one that we have here is this one. This is the Pretty Pumpkins layering die set, which is, like I said, the second of 3 dies that come in this bundle. So I've gone ahead and I haven't done my pumpkins. I die cut them. I'm gonna move this. I'm not gonna move it. I think it's better for you guys to see it closer. Okay. So I have it here. I'm gonna show you the color. I wanted to go with something that was a little bit on the traditional set fall, but I wanted something with a little bit of a pop of color. So I choose colors that are maybe not your traditional colors, but close enough. Okay. And you saw, like I showed you before, I use blue for my pumpkins, I use purple for my pumpkins. So we're gonna go with colors pretty much of the same wheelhouse this time around. So this one comes in 3 different sizes. So you have a large, a medium, and a small. I'm just gonna use the medium and the small because the large it just covers the entire wreath. So I didn't want to take over from the background. So I just went from the medium and the small. So one of them is cut. I use evergreen for all my stems. Okay, and we put that to the side. And then I use, let's see, this combination here. I used Cosmic Berry, Purple Wine, and Frosty Pink for the medium one, which I have here, and we're gonna put together. I just have the pieces die cut, so it makes it easier. Okay, so I'm gonna get everything in place here. So you see me put it together. And there's no instructions really. You just see what it looks like at the back and, glue it together. Let's go at it. And it's super simple. And I should have used double-sided tape for this, but I was busy die cutting everything. And that's one of the times that I was thinking, maybe if I like an electronic die cutting machine that I don't have to crank it up. There's quite a bit to die cut. Here we go. It's super simple. It makes it really easy to put this together. Let's get rid of the garbage. And this one here pretty much fits into the lines that come etched on the pumpkin tells you where it goes. So it's not it's not a guessing game. Because I was going, oh, I'm used to the keyhole system, when it already tells you where these things go. But this one, I was like, it was super easy to put together. And then this little piece goes over here. Let's go put it here. And here you go. And then I'm going to find my stem, which I put here. And the medium one looks like this. Get my stem. And all my stems are going to be evergreen because that was going to tie them together. And I put my stem first because I wanted to, when I put the next layer, it kind of gets hidden a bit. Okay. I think the reason why I'm using pumpkins and all of this is just it reminds me of fall, but in a different color. Mix it a little bit, a little bit of the traditional. Like I said, my gratitude journal, I've done it pretty much every year in October because it's the time that it's Thanksgiving here up in Canada. So it's just a good thing to be something to be thankful for. There's so there's a lot of things that are not nice happening right now. So it's nice to remember that not everything is so bad every day. To enjoy the little things. So there you go. One, it's ready. Not traditional colors, but I love the color combo. So I have one ready. I'm gonna set it here. Let's go with another one. For this one here, I am using, I was prepared, guys. I'm so prepared. I am using for this one. Let me move this out of the way because I don't need it. Ooh. Chamomile, warm sunshine, and buttercream. So I thought something a little bit more on the traditional color would be nice. And I'm using the smaller pumpkin for this. So the next two are going to be from the smaller pumpkin, not the big one. Because it only, I'm sorry, the medium one is the purple one. This one here is the small one. They take no time to put together. And if you use double-sided tape, double-sided adhesive tape, it makes it even faster. Which I'm starting to think that I probably should have used it. You know, as always. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But at the moment, we're like, oh, it's okay. It's going to be okay. So here, this one goes right here. Okay. Gonna look at my little center, which I saved them here. There's a little one. And I like gluing this right before I add the last piece. So it kind of gives it a little bit of dimension, a tiny little bit. So we go with the last piece. And this one probably, like, you know, you can create a lot of combinations. I've used, you know, like I said, check the blog, guys. Check the blog this Sunday. I was so sick that I didn't do a video. Yeah, it would have sounded really bad. I was so stuffed up. It wouldn't be a good thing. So, I actually did like step by step, but I used some things that I was like, oh, it looks so pretty. So I'll show you the page before we go. Don't worry, I'll show you so you guys can see. I took pictures of how I put it together. I couldn't have the energy to create the video. So there we go. Second one, done. And we're gonna work on the last one. So let's move this out of the way. And for my last one, I went with rouge, pastel sunrise, and blush. So kind of on the pinkish coral look of it. The pretty pumpkins. I know, aren't they? Oh, they're so easy to put together and they're so nice. So here we go. I think I missed at least two little pieces here. Okay, so let's go at it. Get the garbage out of the way. And there's a lot, like there's so many color combinations. You can either cut them out of white cards, you can color them. I saw on because I was in the Instagram hop and I get to see some of the, you know, the projects that people are creating, the guest designers. I think it's Alex, I want to butcher his name because I know he's a Ukrainian artist. Alexander, I can remember what his last name is. Like I said, I don't want to butcher names, so forgive me. I know his name is Alexander. He used, I don't know if he used like glossy accents or something on top of like his pumpkins, but it looked so beautiful. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. Hello, hello, Altenew. I don't know who they are. I don't know who's being Altenew, so let me know who you are. Okay, so we have another one. Then we're gonna go with the last. I'm gonna put my little center. Remember, like I said, I prefer putting it now before the last minute. And I should, like, you know what? I'm gonna bring it out because I have my little, you know, the perfect picker, which is like beautiful. And I'm actually going to go get it because it is such a great tool. So here we go. We're going to add my little pieces. Did I screw this up? I think I did. Yes, because I'm thinking, why is it not making sense? Please don't damage your pumpkin. If not, I'll have to cut another one. That's what I was thinking. Why is it not out? See, I'm talking so much that I didn't realize it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I was thinking, why is not fitting? Again, reading comments and following. Sorry, guys, I messed up, but it's okay. Nothing we cannot fix. There we go. Just I moved it a little bit too far back. There we go. I was thinking, why is it not sitting properly? So there we go. Tel Aviv, guys. So we're gonna go keep fitting this. Am I putting it right? Because I'm trying to see. Yes, I'm doing it. So you see the color combinations are not like precisely like, you know, very polished, and they're not like what is the word that I want to say? They don't exactly match, but I like the color combination for this. And once you see it, I'm gonna bring it up close so you see it. I'm gonna take the background. It actually has like a, an updated version of font. So something not as traditional. I'm gonna show you the colors. I'm gonna put them in my hand on something white with it. Yeah. So you're gonna see the purple. I have purple, violet, and a little bit kind of like a pinkish tone. I have something on the traditional with a tone of yellow and corals with pink. So I think it's, oh, hi, So, hi, Han. So I think it's a nice combination. Remember, I'm going to flip it so you guys see the other side. I can clean this up now. I don't need it. And I need to cover my bottle before it dries up. Okay. So you're going to see like, it's nice with with the light, with the brown in the background. I think is a good idea. So I want them sort of like this. And this big one is going to go here because I want my title there. And this one is going to go up here because I want my line of journal right here. And I want this one here to have a lot of black down here and here. So you see how I'm going to build it together? Okay, maybe I move this and actually, let's see. Maybe I put it down here. Because we put it up here, you see how like it looks like the page is coming off the page. So I'm gonna move it like down to here. It makes more sense. It doesn't look as if it's like about to fly off the page. I might have to trim some of it. This one is gonna go right on the center, and this one I might move. No, I'm gonna keep it here. So I have my little zigzag. There's a journal. There's a journal. Okay. So we use two of the pieces from the bundle. So I'm gonna go with the third one, and this one is the zero waste autumn leaves. So I have leftovers from this layout. You can find all the details on the blog. And I'm gonna show you this, which is gonna be on the blog on Sunday. So I have all this leftover, plus I created another project for you'll see coming up that also features a lot of it. So I have quite a few of these leftover here. And I have ones that have been colored. I don't want to use the color ones. I already have a lot of color going in, not a lot, but you know what I mean. I don't want to overcrowd my page. So I'm going to go for the white one. I don't need a lot of them. I'm going to need a handful. Okay. So I'm just going to go with the ones that I have already double-sided adhesive tape on the back. I think I want one here. Remember, we're talking about zigzags. If I put here, okay, let's just, before we glue it, let's just not glue things in place here. So let's see, I have this one here. Has quite a bit of movement. So I know this one is going to sit right here. And I need something that's going to go on the other side, pretty much the same look. Think of my angel pumpkin. That's what I'm thinking. Because it has like, the two, but I like that. Okay, I like that. So we're going to get this one here. I want the movement to go, remember, zigzagging. So you want to go kind of like this. Okay. So I'm going to put this one that I was putting here. Nothing is like glued yet in place. So, and just another one, just a little one. Let's see. The disadvantage of having these ones is that some of them peel because I had quite a few of them here. They kind of stuck together. So I don't want to take, there you go. And I'm going to have something else coming out here, just a small one. Because I want to tie all of this together. So on this, and then we get another little one over here. Actually, you know what? I need something a little bit longer. So let's see. Another one the same. And then just I'm going to move this one down here. I want to follow like the look of that. Let's get one of these up there. Maybe this way. And I'm going to get another one that looks pretty much the same. Right there. I like that. Not too much. I don't know. There's something about this that I'm not like, So let me just, I like this one here. I like this one here. That I like, but I think it needs something that has quite a bit of movement down here. So, oh, I have another one. I just don't want to overdo it with this, but I think you might need it. Much better. Okay. And now here, we're going to go with this one. I don't want to do much down here. just a little bit. Let's see one. See, I have ones with color. I want ones without color. I want this one here. Let's see another one. And if you guys think that I'm talking to myself, this is pretty much how I work at night. I'm like, oh, maybe this one here. I like that. Maybe this other one here. Let's see this one. And I might actually put this little one up here, kind of comment underneath. See what it looks like, and then we'll take a step back and we'll take a look. Yeah, I like this. I'm not so sure about this one. This one is the one that is giving me a hard time. Maybe if I move this, I think my angel pumpkin might have to switch the idea of it. And then just put it on one side. Or go with something else. I don't know. Just okay, I like that better. I think it was too much. So here, here, here. I like that better. Maybe like some little ones, but not much more than that. I like that much better. Okay, so what are we thinking? You need the tweezers? I do have the tweezers. I don't like using them. I don't like using them that much, but I like this. Nothing is glued. We're gonna glue it right now. Okay, so this one has double adhesive tape, so it's just a matter of pressing. This one double adhesive tape, so I'm just gonna press in place here. This one we're gonna add a little bit of glue. You could have multicolored corn. Yeah, you can have multicolored corn. Look, there's okay. I know quite a not all of us, because I have to say, are lucky to live in like a country that has like 4 seasons. I come from Ecuador, which is a country which we don't have 4 seasons. We have 2 seasons, rain and no rain. So it is you might not have gone to a pumpkin patch, or to pick up apples and stuff like that. You can see different color pumpkins. Okay, maybe not purple, maybe not blue, but you know what? That's the beauty of being a crafter. You can make them whatever, color. You can make them, psychedelic for you. If that works for you, hey, that works for you. Do whatever makes you happy, whatever works for you. It's, that's the beauty of crafting. It's yours. It's how you express yourself, what gives you joy. To me, black and white, and you guys know, if you guys have been to any of my sessions, black and white brings me a lot of joy. But I do like a sprinkle of rainbow here and there, as you can see in my pages. Okay. So we're gonna go this. I'm gonna glue this straight onto my page, and I'm using liquid adhesive because I'm making sure that it stays in place. We kind of want to move this a little bit higher. So here we go. I want it kind of in the center. So I'm gonna move this until I'm happy with what it looks like. There we go. Okay, press, 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 press. This one here, let's move this one out of the way. I think this one is peel and stick. Thank you. I think some of them are peel and stick. Also known as double-sided adhesive tape behind it. Some of these are not. Okay, this one is not. So let's put a little bit of glue behind it. This one here is not either. This one is peel and stick. And we can add quite a bit of glue here. So now we're going to work on the title. And one thing that I like adding to my layouts when it comes to gratitude is the days of the month. So this is the second day of October, so I need a number 2 for this. But this is pretty much the festive autumn die bundle in a scrapbook layout. Okay? Cascade. Yeah, it's like, you know what? There's not a lot of mixed media behind it. There's quite a bit of negative space, meaning there's quite a bit of white space. So yeah, you can be a cast, show you something. So I'm gonna show you different things. I'm gonna set this aside because we're pretty much done and we're good on time. Okay. So, and you're gonna see that I use a lot of my projects are not that busy on a regular basis. You see how I added a number? They're not. So I add numbers when I use my so they're not. I'm not one that is like to do a lot of busy stuff, especially on my daily documenting. I want the pictures to tell stories. So, I that's one of the reasons why I like pockets and things that kind of hide things, just so it doesn't like, take over stuff. So, like this is my cover page for this year. And like I said, please don't tell people and not, but this is what's gonna show up on Sunday in the blog. You see, like it's nice and clean. And you can do this in a card and you can do that like, for your memory keeping. So I do enjoy using card making products in documenting because I think that it is not something that is widely used. And one of the reasons why I'm using the pumpkin here is because I used it here. So I'm tying the two things together. Okay, so just so you look like I'm tying things together by bringing the two sides of my layouts. So there's kind of a rhyme and a reason as you go through my albums later on. So that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing the pumpkins into this page, and I'm using the brown because I use craft for this other layer. And I have non-traditional colors here. I have more of a traditional color here, but I have pumpkins, so that ties them to the ones over here. So like I said, check the blog on Sunday. You'll see this page in a lot of detail. Okay, so Lenzo Journal going to be up here. We're going to put my title probably here, and we need a number. So before we keep talking, we're going to set this aside for a little bit, and I'm going to show you what I brought for that. So I have this, which is one of my favorite dies, is the Celebrate with Cake die set. And this is probably 2 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Love. Okay. So I think that I want this number 2 because it's not so big. Okay. I have put a request to Altenew, like when we have meetings, I'm like, can we have some alphas? Can we have some numbers? Because selfishly I use them. So I'm gonna pull the number 2 from here because it's like I said, day 2 of my journal, and I do the same for my Christmas journal numbers. I number every day. So I have my number 2 here. I have my mini die cutting machine here. And what I brought to put my number, because I have a lot of shine on the one side, I'm going to bring shine here too. And this is the Sunlit Gold glitter tape. It's available this month. All these colors are available this month. Okay. And there's a turquoise one too. Okay. So I thought that I'm going to bring the gold because I have some on the other side. And I have a piece of cardstock here. So I'm going to create my own glitter paper. And I'm using this because I used it for the other paper. So I'm going to just run a bit of the tape here, some scissors. Okay. And we're going to get another one back to back. Okay, I think that's all I need. There we go. So we're going to get it onto my little, don't look at my kill plates. I use this machine quite a bit. So this is my third set. I need to buy another one. Okay, we're going to cut it. And remember, this is day 2. So I have a 2, and I'm going to cut a 2 from the white cardstock too. So I want to create a little bit of a shadow just because I have it's going to be kind of on a busy part. Having a bit of a shadow is going to make it pop a bit more. Okay. So you're going to see that I'm using a lot of the October release in today's project. Because you can find this washi tape, no washi tape, glitter tapes in the shop this month. Okay, so here we go. I have my number 3 here. Let me put it away because trying to stay clean a bit. And I'm not gonna put my cardstock away because I'm gonna need it to stamp some stuff. I don't think I need this no more. So let's just work back on this. So I want to put my 2. I know that I want my 2. See how I'm gonna put a little bit of an offset there? I'm gonna glue it. I want to put it here. Because like I said, my title is gonna be, let's just work on this one. Okay, let's work on what else we're gonna need. I need this. Remember, I said I have my cardstock here. I am bringing This is the Bold Sentiments stamp set. And I already stamped the sentiment. It says, so grateful for you. I have already stamped it with black obsidian ink. So all I'm going to do is trim it. Okay. I trim it right at the edge of the black border. If you see a little bit of white, just ignore it. I am. Otherwise, it's gonna drive me insane that I see white. But okay. And I'm gonna trim off the for you. So I'm going to so grateful. Okay. You're so grateful for. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna change the other part. So I'm just trimming that little bit of white that I see here. And I'm gonna trim off the U. Now I want this here, right there. So just so you see what it's starting to look like. Okay. Put it there. Am I still be able to move my pumpkin a bit if I wanted to? One right there. So I do want my number 2 down here. Okay, because it's like I said, my second day, so I'll probably put it on there. Let me see what's gonna look better. And there, if I put it here, I think it's too much, but it might go there. Let me see. I can put it here too, and then just switch my title down here. I don't like it like that. I like it here, because I have more space. I'm just trying to think if I put I can put my 2 here too. See? Thinking that it's gonna go there, lines of journal, and I can put a small sentiment here. I like that better. Okay? Hand trimming. If you only knew that I was holding my breath to make sure that my cut wasn't like, super crooked, crooked, you would have laughed at me. But so I want my 2 over here. Lines of journal. I type my lines of journal and print them on clear label sticker paper. So then I just peel and stick on top of this. So it looks like as if I typed them on the background. Okay. So I'm gonna glue this straight here. I'm gonna need my ruler for this. Okay, so let's just. So I want it to be a little bit. It's not super straight, so don't be nice to me and say yes, it's super straight, Natalie. Don't worry. Okay. I'm just gonna have the word work underneath here. So I'm gonna just pull some off as quickly. I have them here. So magically I had Altenew handy. I really knew that I wanted it. Okay, so I'm gonna follow kind of, because I was thankful that I was able to work that day. Just thankful that I was able to do something that I like, and I am, actually got paid for it. So win-win situation. Okay, so you see. Super straight, thank you so much. Whoever says super straight, I love you, There you go. Okay. So now here, I just need a small sentiment. Lines of journal will be up here. But let's look for like a tiny sentiment I don't have like something that I stamp. I probably have to go with something like, for my stash. I'm not gonna do that. I do want to add a tiny little bit of color, like a pop of shine down here. So what I brought, and again, this is available in the shop right now, is some gem sparkles here. So I have citrine, okay, because I started bring some of that goldish orangey tone. Just gonna add a few. I'm gonna put them down here. So I have this one, and I'm gonna bring some of the other one, which is I don't want to rhodonite. Is that how you say it? Say yes. Just making you say yes to me, but I'm just it just needs a pop of shine to make like I have shine here. I have shine here. It just needs something more of shine down there. So that's why I'm bringing some of the in this case the gem sparkles. So Don't think that I'm just like, no, no, no. There's a rhyme and a reason why I'm adding them, and it's because I have some glitter and shine going up and nothing down here. So I'm going to put one down here. And just to bring some of the purple down here, I'm going to add one kind of purpley down here. And I'm also going to add another one right next to the two here to bring the purple. Okay? And that's it, guys. Now I'm really done. I'm going to show you once I put it in my album. And like I said, you guys can see it. So this will be my day 2. And you're going to see how the 2 pages tie together. Okay? You see, I have like shining gold and pumpkins one day, my other day. They're not like completely like, similar, but they work. They have similar ideas to tie them together. So something not so traditional in the colors, something a little bit more traditional with a twist. If you guys enjoyed that, like I said, be sure to check everything that I use. If it's not available in the shop, it will be available in the shop. So make sure you sign for the news to be notified if you want to purchase anything. And I hope it actually gives you some ideas, not just for like, layouts, but also for your card. Because I think this will like, if you look at just that, that makes a pretty card. Okay. So I'm going to flip the camera before I say back to you. Let me like, lose my hair. So let's see. You guys can see me now. There you go. Thank you so much, Han, for helping. Like, I dropped some lines. Remember, you can comment, you can share. They'll pick up a winner for a gift certificate. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Like I said, happy Canadian Thanksgiving to you guys. I'm off to eat some dinner, some leftovers for dinner. Take care, guys.